Hey everybody, I want to talk about something that I hear a lot and more frequently than normal recently, and that is when I hear potential buyers talk about waiting to enter the buying arena until the next market crash. So let me preface it by saying I completely understand why they're thinking or where they're coming from. Maybe they're already involved in this market and they feel how intense and how quickly and how fast everything is moving. Maybe they've heard from other friends or coworkers or have read stuff on the news. So I 100% know where they're getting that data from, but believe it's a very flawed response, kind of a knee-jerk response that doesn't really have any benefit to it. And the reason I say that is because, again, yes, the market is increasing at crazy speeds, and it's insane seeing what a house is selling for compared to what it maybe sold for 2 years ago. However, what indications lead someone to believe that we're headed for a crash? And I'd really challenge anyone to look at that. Again, yes, it feels similar to what it felt like prior to the market crash of 2007, 2008, but again, those were based on completely different factors and factors that were, quite frankly, built to fail to begin with. We aren't dealing anything with that, as I've demonstrated in previous videos about our low inventory, the amount of people we're bringing here, the skilled people we're bringing here, and just nowhere to put them. So if you are someone who, well, first of all, let me say again, like, buying a home isn't something everyone should necessarily do right when they can. I mean, this is a huge lifestyle commitment. So I completely understand if just because somebody can buy a home, it doesn't mean that they necessarily should. That being said, if someone is looking at buying a home and they know this is something that they can see themselves in for 5 years or longer probably, then it really, in my opinion, makes sense, best sense, to buy now. Or sooner rather than later, because I hear it all the time. I'm going to save up for more of a down payment. I'm going to wait for things to slow down. I'm going to wait for things to turn around. Okay, when's that going to be? 2, 3 years from now? Now the market's 20% higher, interest rates are 1.5 higher, and now you've saved up more money, but you've actually created more distance from your buying power of what you can buy versus what you want to buy versus what you can afford. How has that left you in a better position? It's actually made you worse off. So again, things have to slow down. I mean, I've been saying this for years. We can't have 10 to 14% appreciation year over year after year over year. Things have to slow down. But slow down doesn't mean turn around or crash. And I think that's very important for people to keep in mind. I know it's only been 10 years since we came out of that last market crash, but that's a once in a lifetime, once in a generation type thing that we shouldn't really ever see again. At least it's not going to be built off of mortgage defaults and that sort of thing. So really consult your financial advisor, your lender, possibly even realtors too, who can give you unbiased opinions. But it really does not make any sense for somebody who would like to get into a home now to think that they'll be better off in the future if they wait to buy, unless for some reason they're able to save at a rate that's going to outpace the market, which, unless you're living maybe rent-free somewhere, I don't see that being possible. Or it could be maybe if you're a physician who's maybe in some type of residency or fellowship or something like that, where you're making a fraction of what you'll make once you become fully doctored. That can make sense too, but man, it really just kind of helps, I think, create a bigger hole when that time comes when you are ready to buy. So anyway, just wanted to pass that along. I'll have more later on the market, so feel free to contact me if you need anything.